Hi, everybody. I wanted to come live here and talk a little bit about the difference between showing up with your ego and showing up with your soul. I noticed for myself that as I have been starting to speak up a little bit more against racist rhetoric, even racist light rhetoric, when people blow back at me, at first that was very much getting me all tense and frustrated and getting my ire up, to the point that I would have to remove myself and calm down before I could respond again, knowing that if I responded in that space that I would not be helping the situation. And I realized that what was being triggered was my ego. People were attacking my personhood as a way to defend themselves. And that's a very common thing. People tend to lash out and hit the buttons that they know are going to upset you as a way to keep themselves safe. So everybody is sort of feeling stressed out and wanting to make sure that they are safe, and they do so by lashing out where it's easier. So, in my case, and in this, some of these situations, people would use condescending language towards me, either by calling out that I'm just a woman, or that I'm young, or younger than them anyway, or that I'm white and therefore not someone that they should listen to about Black issues, despite the fact that I believe that it is our responsibility as white people to be standing up for our Black and brown brothers and sisters when it comes to racist issues. We should not have to make our Black and brown brothers and sisters do all the work. And in fact, that's what is part of the problem. Anyway, I digress. The ego aspects, excuse me. Also, hi, if you're watching this on the replay, let me know that you're watching this on the replay. And if you're here watching me live, say hello in the comments because I can't see you otherwise. Yeah, so ego is what keeps us kind of in this roiled space. As soon as I realized that people were attacking what was really easy to attack, it became a lot easier for me to have the conversations and basically ignore the parts that were attacking me as a person, because ultimately having these conversations is not about me. It's not about them. It's about the rhetoric. It's about the institutionalized racism. It's about the changing things. And the way that we change things is to educate ourselves, to acknowledge when we have done wrong, and to help others to see the same, that and to listen when other people offer educative materials for you. So as long as I focus on the material and basically ignore anything personal, it all of a sudden becomes a lot easier to just be the channel through which all of that information needs to come. It went from 2 days of me sticking my neck out and being pretty scared about it. Hey, Kestrel. To realizing that it's not as hard as I was making it. And I've been doing a lot more of this difficult work. And I put it in quotes because it has felt difficult for me for 40 years. Because I maintained my connection to these issues with my ego. So in the realm of standing up and doing good work against injustice, I hope that helps you. And I'm happy to have more conversations about some of the language that I use or some of the deflective ways that can be helpful to have these conversations. I will say that it's much easier to have these conversations with people who are already considering themselves white liberals. It's a lot easier, for instance, to have these conversations with people who are talking about all lives matter versus someone who's just straight up racist. I feel like when people at least have some cognitive and logical place that they're starting from, then you can build on that. If someone is building on something that is just ingrained and they're not willing to examine logical arguments, that's a lot more difficult. Anyway, so that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is similar, and that is my own recognizing for myself. I'm getting goosebumps as I say this. That this idea of so I didn't finish saying that when it's my sole purpose right now to show up and be an ally in a way that is meaningful. So I know that when I'm showing up and doing the work, even if it makes me uncomfortable, that it's okay. And as long as I don't let my ego get in the way, then it makes it a little bit more palatable and easy to practice. I know that it's the right thing to do, and therefore I do it. And my ego kind of steps down, and that feels a lot better. So similarly, when it comes to launching my business, I have been holding back because I realized at some point that my business is awaken authenticity, and so part of me doing my business, part of me living, walking my walk and talking my talk, is showing up authentically, which means that my ego is very much bound up in my business. And so if I were to show up in my business authentically, my ego's like, that's scary. We don't want to put our neck out. People are going to think this or that. And that's bullshit. Yeah, people are going to think whatever they're going to think, and they're allowed to. But ultimately, I know in my soul and for my spirit that this is my work. This is the work that I need to do, in the same way that it is my work to show up as an authentic anti-racist ally. It is also my work to show up and help people express themselves with integrity through their authentic, wonderful selves. And so, screw my ego. I'm going to show up and I'm going to tell you over the next several days how excited I am about the Authenticity Lab program that I have created. It is, I'll be telling you more about what it is in the next few days, but for now, I just want to let you know that I will be doing that, and I'm excited to share. And screw my ego. Nave says, I can hear you, but more so I can hear a crackling sound like you are cracking chestnuts or big fires coming to an end. Audio issue. Uh-oh, I'm sorry. It may have been my microphone against my shirt. I'm not sure. Sorry about that. I'm going to stop the video there because I've mostly said what I need to. I'm going to watch it and see how terrible the audio issue is. And if it's really bad, I'll re-record this. Thanks for the heads up, Nave. In the meantime, I love you all. I hope you're doing well. I'll talk to you later.